Yeah? Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, so anyway, we're cutting down some trees. We're making a bush pile down there just to start the fire. And right now I'm getting tinder. Lucky there's a lot of dry trees around here, so I'm using the butt pad and I'm just bark scraping here off the tree. Because I mean, this tinder here is it's very valuable. It's like cotton. And I mean, hopefully, due to all the Survivor shows that we've watched, it's gonna work. I mean, it's so dry, and you can't see it on camera, but dust is actually coming off of the tree. I feel like I'm doing a little bit of a K-bar knife review, but I mean, any knife with a sharp blade is going to do just fine. I don't know if you can see that. Let's zoom in on that. Here, have a feel of that. That's just like cotton. That's great tinder right there. So we're going to throw it here in our tinder pile on top of our bark. Now, I don't see any right now, but birch trees have a good oil in them. Pine trees do too, but birch bark, you can peel birch bark and it really goes up nicely for a fire starter. Anyway, I'm going to collect a little more of this here because you can never have too much. I want to make sure we're safe and okay. Because it is getting pretty cold. I mean, we walked here, and I know I am feeling, when we first came here, I was really sweating bad. And I opened up my clothing because I wanted to let the sweat evaporate, but you would be so surprised how fast you get cold out here. And I mean, I can see my breath, so we're at 0 degrees. When we left the house, it said it would be +3, but it's definitely cooler than that out here now, because the snow would be melting if it was still above 0, and it's not. So, more tinder, back to my point, is better to keep warm. First of all, I'm going to try to start the fire with the magnesium block. I'm not going to try actually starting the fire with the kind of commercial items that we have, even though I know the magnesium block is a commercial item, but it's going to be more something that you're going to have with you on a survival or hiking or camping trip, or if you get into a survival situation, you're going to have your magnesium block. You might not have the comfort of, hey, I have a Lipton soup can with a plastic lid, some Ziploc bags, a cotton ball, and Vaseline. What was that?
Do you have a magnesium block?
We have a Flint Striker in the can.
Yep.
I'll use that then.
Okay. I took an easy fire starting method and I took a hard fire starting method. I took the Flint Striker and I have a Brenton lighter.
Okay. Now what I'm going to do, if you can hold that knife, as you can see, I'm working right now, so I have my coat undone, I have my hat off, and I have my warm gloves off. That's because I'm working, I'm generating heat. I'm giving my equipment time to dry. These are little things that are going to help you, because if you waited and you had your hat on and you were sweating the whole time you were working, when you sat down, that sweat would evaporate on your body, so the clothing would actually suck the heat away from you. This way, I am colder, but it's allowing the immediate sweat to dry. The hat's going to dry, I'm going to put it on, and it's going to restore its insulated properties. Anyway, we're going to take the Trailmaster Stand By that Becky just purchased from us and our knives. Good reviews. Nothing fancy, he's the man. I'm second. And we're going to chop some trees down. We're going to see what this baby can do. Come on, Beck. Go back through the forest. And let me ask you this. Camping's all about a good time. Are you having a good time?
Well, no. I mean, I'm having a good time, but I think once we get all the preparation done, it'll be better.
Yeah.
It's hard work until you get to rest.
Yeah, exactly. There you go. Come on through. And you know what? Anything in your immediate trail, what I just cut down right there, you can see, I cut down a thorn bush. And it may not seem like much, but I mean, this is where I'm constantly traveling this path here to get the wood that you can see in the distance there. That's dry wood. So, I mean, it's the little things that matter. Like if you're walking through here and you get poked in the eye, I mean, that's not a good thing because now you've got a first aid situation when you're trying to keep yourself warm. So any little thing like that, just cut it down. It's simple. And it takes 2 seconds, and it can save you a lot of grief. And here's another one right here. And just take it down and just toss it inside. Just like that. Because I know I'm going to be coming through here. And it's less dangerous.
So now when you're saying this pine here, you're saying not to use it because it's green and it's still alive and it's got a lot of moisture in it?
Yeah, exactly.
And that's why you want brown?
Yeah, you're going to want the browner stuff. If you can't find any, lighter green's always better.
Mm-hmm.
If you have to use it, and I'm by no way a professional, but I mean, it's common sense, right? I see some brown. It's going to take you a little while to find a bunch of browns, but I mean, even over there, you know what? We're actually going to walk across, and we're going to go over there, and we're going to grab some more tinder. But I'm going to show you what the trail master can do right here, right now. And we'll get some of this fire. So this is a fair-sized tree here. Let's go from one end, and then you're going to want to come into the other end. Just like that. Now you got a big tree. 3-4 chops. Nice and valuable. There's another one. And I mean, as you can see, I'm not putting any effort forward, and that's due to equipment choice. If you had a K-bar, there's a lot more of a workload just on your life alone. Anyway, let's walk out here. I'll take down a couple of these guys here. Oh, these are rich. See, now listen, I don't know if you can pick this up on camera, but listen to that. That's a really hollow, dry sound. So you know that they're dry. I mean, this. It's just going to break off. Now, that hollow, dry sound that I was telling you about, look. Little bit of a bend and break right there. Just like that. And I mean, I'm a bit of a fire bug, so I like to have a good fire. The survival shows that I have watched, they always tell you when you think you have enough wood, get twice as much. And try to be safe about it. Because I mean, if you get hurt out here, there's no hospitals, and it's really easy to get ahead of yourself and to do something stupid and to slip up. It's really easy, and a lot of people don't think about it until it happens.
Especially when you're carrying a sharp knife through heavy snow.
There you go. Now I've got a few over there. Actually, you know what? Let me take a couple more here, and then we'll grab some other tinder. Let's go right here.
You want me to stop for
I want
now?
you to watch yourself.
Okay,
Don't stop.
All right, hold on.
Snow's real deep here. Now when I get these back, we're going to section them, eh?
Mm-hmm.
You break what you can with your hands, and you only use your knife when you have to. Becky can tell you the reason why. Becky?
Oh, you only use it when you have to because you don't want it to become dull.
There you go. And that is the simple answer.
It's just like the example of the jet boil.
Look out below.
Yeah. If you have your jet boil and you're stranded outside, you don't want to use it to cook every meal. You want to use it as a fire source.
Oh, look at that, everybody. This is a perfect example of safety. I want you to go here. Something that you didn't think. Right here, my lace has become attached to this tree. Now that brings us back to the point of clearing your path, because anything can happen. I could have fell and I could have a twisted ankle right now. That's why you have to be careful. Very easy to do something stupid like this. And I mean, I'm a 250-pound guy. I'm with a girl who's not a wimp, but to get me out of here because I can't do it on my own, it'd probably be a difficult task. Look at the birds there. Anyway, you remember I told you earlier about the slingshot? Birds are it's a more common thing for them to come closer to humans, so I mean to bait them in or to get them when they're around you, then a slingshot becomes very valuable for a food source. Right here, this stuff here, if you can see this, it goes up like cotton. Right here. Cotton. I'll give that to Beck and she can look at it on camera there. I'm just going to go over here and grab some more. I'm going to go out to the path here. I could cut across, but I don't know what's there. I know it might not seem like a big deal, but when you don't know what's there and you've got an easier way to do it, a safer way to do it, you pick that way. So I'm going to walk up here where we've already walked, and then I'm going to cut across and hopefully I'm going to come back. It's pretty deep. And I mean, this here is great tinder, and I don't know how many people would actually grab this. I think people's ideas of tinder are very different. I think people think twigs are tinder. Well, I think of twigs as a secondary tinder. You need bark scrapings that resemble cotton, like fine hair. This is very fine here. When this goes up, it's going to go up fast. It's going to help dry your main wood that you put on top, and it's going to help heat it up to get that going. Anyway,
now the wind's picking up.
The wind's picking up. So we're going to go back now. I'm going to throw the hat back on, and we're going to start breaking the wood apart, and when we come back, we'll hopefully have a wood pile and a fire going. Maybe when we get out of here, we'll show you some night hiking. Hopefully the sun might be down a little bit. Anyway, okay.